I'm looking at the league table here, Nathan. Dundalk are third from bottom now. This is after 15 games. This is not a blip. This is Dundalk in a bit of a crisis now. And I suppose we talk about next season. There's already talk about budget cuts.
Yeah. So
this goes from the unbeatable Europa League, great runs, just a great club over the last 10 years or so. And is this where it all could start tumbling down?
You know yourself, when European football joins out of your club, it's a big, big worry, isn't it? From any club at all, but especially if you look at Peak Six, they've made it known that that's their goal. The goal isn't to come in and be successfully in Ireland. It's a transition that success into regular European football, like even if it is getting into the Europa League group stages, I know the Europa Conference League, and that's the worry, isn't it? Because as much as, and I can understand, now we've talked about the Dundalk fan protests, and 100%, I love that, you know, it would always be, that's people's right to do it, just to protest in a good manner, but realistically, you know, if Peak Six wanted to get out of the club, he was coming in. Like he was going to be coming in to replace them, and the financial backing that they have there is so important. And like we're saying, budget cuts are coming in. There's talk of Jimmy Gentleman would be staying on as the manager. That's probably not the most exciting news, but the Dundalk fans wanted a bit of a higher profile name, and it's probably the cheap and cheerful option. So yeah, it's definitely worrying. If you take European football out of the equation, it's not going to get better anytime soon.
Do you think that Dundalk are better with Peak Six in or Peak Six out? Because at the moment, we'll talk about, right, they have money there behind them, and if they're willing to put money in. But on the other side, they're making awful decisions.
Yeah.
So does it matter a damn if you have the money or not, if the decisions are as brutal as they have been?
Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? You know, because like I said, if they pull out already, you know, that's the money's a big issue. And I think that goes back to the protest, where it's not really about Peak Six. It's more about the chairman, Bill Hulsizer. So whether you need sort of a changing of the guard internally, would that change things up a little bit? I think that's the big question mainly, because yeah, the backing of Peak Six, that can't be a bad thing at all. Like you were saying, just decision making. So maybe you might need a bit of rotation in that regard.
Okay, rotating the squad. Okay, you're not kicking them out just yet, Nathan.
No.
I wouldn't necessarily be on the same page as you. I think if they're making those decisions now and they can't communicate with each other and rectify those decisions, and one of the decisions is who's their manager. We talked about this on the League of Ireland podcast during the week, or the Big Kickoff League of Ireland podcast during the week. They haven't got a manager in place, and it's been so long since the last manager left, and they still haven't resolved it. It's going beyond the joke now. For me, Nathan, I couldn't. Again, you talk about, right, they'll take money out, but maybe Dundalk now have to take a step backwards to make a step back forwards again, because it's looking like a bit of a shambles there to me.
Yeah, the management thing is, you know, it was back in April when this all started. That's far too long to be going, isn't it? Like we were saying, we've seen Jim McGuinness coming in, that fell by the wayside. David Healy, Jesus Christ, there was literally people had his bags packed at one stage to be coming down. Seems to be happy where he is, and so that's probably a reason behind that. Vinnie Peart, same thing. There was supposed to be personal terms were agreed on Monday. That seems to be going away. So it's just an absolute merry-go-round. It's something that needs to be quick. That needs to be sorted quickly. And even if that is stick with Magilton and bringing in Dave Rogers as his assistant, just to have that bit of stability, and because the rumours of so much uncertainty can't be good. So you add in the rumours of managers, budget cuts, players leaving. It's just a whirlwind, and this result will do no favours to anybody whatsoever. And you know, there was 100 fans in Oriel Park tonight, and I think they're very, very lucky that isn't full of fans, because they'll be definitely making their voice heard, and it will not be pretty.